morning, welcome to my channel. My name's Dawn, I'm the Reclusive Crafter, and today I have for you a very simple little pocket concoction, and I have to thank Gail Agostinelli for this one, because I was watching her channel and she actually did this and I thought it was absolutely perfect for my Alice journal. I've already made the one for my Alice journal, which I'll show you after I've put all this one together, but I'm doing this one for my ideas journal. So I just thought I'd share that with you. And basically all you need is 4 little bits of paper. You need an 8x4 piece. You need a 4x4, a 2x4, a 1x8, and a 1x4. So it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 bits of paper effectively. Okay, I think. Have I got that right? 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, 5 bits of paper. Sorry, I lost the plot there for a minute. Okay, so I shall cut these down to size and then I'll show you what I'm doing. So ironically, this was already in my stash and it's exactly the size that I need for the base part of this. So that's a 4x8. And then this piece I'm going to use for the 4x4, because again, for some reason I seem to have a lot of 4-inch widths in my stash. Did I say it's Mishmash Monday today? I can't remember. Who knows? So I'm going to cut that as my 4x4. And then I'm going to have this one as my 2x4. Which way around do I want it? I think I'm going to go that way round. So this is my 2x4. And then I want a 1-inch belly band. How perfect is that? That's actually 1 inch, is it? I think it is. Yep, 1 inch by 4-inch belly band. Oh, that worked out really well. So that's my 1 inch by 4-inch belly band. And then I need 1 inch by 8 inch. Now I actually prefer doing this slightly wider, so I'm going to do mine 1.5 inch. Again, with everything, I always say this: scale up or down according to your personal needs and likes. Okay, it's very rare when you're doing crafting that you can't scale things up and down. I find anyway. So I want that 8 inches. So we're going to do that one at 8 inches. Okay, and the only scoring involved is this section, which is the well, I've done this 1.5. The only scoring involved is you just need to do a little bit of a score at the top at the 1 inch mark. So I'm going to pop that there, pop that in there, and I'm just going to score that at the 1 inch mark. Like so. Okay, and fold that over. Right, so that's it. That's all the measuring, all the cutting, all done. Simple, simple pimples. So while I crack on and show you how to put this together, how are we all doing? Are we all doing grand today? I do hope so. I'm going to do a little bit of cutting of corners, because it does look nice when the corners are cut, I have to say. So I'm going, oh, that's not the size I wanted. I wanted that one. I'm going for the 7mm size. So we're into another new week. Hope you've got nice things lined up. Just trying to think if I've got anything lined up. Do you know, I really don't think I have, to be perfectly honest. I think I've got a relatively quiet week this week. I am going round and I am taking all the corners off of this just to round them off. I do like rounded corners. I just think they finish things off very nicely. Oh, this is Monday. I'm actually recording this on Friday. Tomorrow, which will be the Saturday, I am off to watch one of my granddaughters at her, I think it's the county championships for discus throwing and shot put. She came first in her school championships during the week, which is fabulous. She did really well there, and now she's got her county championships to do on Saturday. So we're off to watch her and see how she does. I just hope us being there doesn't put her off at all, bless her little heart. But she's doing really well and she really enjoys it. She's so active. She does everything. She does kickboxing, boxing, wall climbing, if you call it wall climbing. I'm just going to pop a little bit of ink around these. Ink is obviously optional. You don't have to. Yeah, she does wall climbing. She does... she walks a lot as well. She goes on walks sort of 5-10 miles at a time. Yeah, very, very active she is. And yeah, she's a very bright kid. Very bright kid and very active, which is nice. She's working her way through her belts at the moment. I think she's on a mauve belt in her, I want to say kickboxing. It might be a boxing. I get confused between the two, to be honest. But she's doing really well with that as well. So that's nice. And my other granddaughter has got a skiing holiday later in this year with the school that she'll be on, which she's looking forward to. So lots happening there. Other half is down the shooting range today, so I've got a nice quiet morning. So I thought I'd get in here and get this done. And then I can relax then for the rest of the weekend. Not that this is stressful at all. I enjoy doing this. I could be in here all day, every day. But I do feel a bit guilty when I'm just sat in here all day. Having fun. Doing my stuff. Right then. So that's all the little pieces all put together. And I've just realised I just want to put some thumb holes in this. And I think... which I don't think that's directional, is it? I don't think it is. So I'm going to put some thumb holes there, and then I'm just going to ink my thumb holes. So that's where's me thumb holder? Let's use Chewy. Where are you? Let's use my big boy. There we go. Oh, we took our little fluff dog. She's a long-haired, scruffy little Jack Russell, and she's never ever been to the groomers. And she's the one with no eyes and snores a lot behind the videos sometimes. Yeah, we took her to the groomers yesterday for the very first time, and she looks like a little teddy bear now. She's all fluffy instead of all scruffy, but she looks absolutely lovely, God love her. She's so lovely, and apparently she was as good as gold. It's the first time she's ever been, and she was as good as gold apparently, which is very cute, isn't it? Bless her. She's such a good little soul, especially being as though she's got no eyes. She does so well. Right, so I've got my little thummy holes, which is lovely, isn't it? Now this very simply, that one goes there, that one goes there, my belly band goes up here, and this goes on here, and all I'm going to do now is stick it together. How simple is that? Amazeballs, isn't it? And then once I put this together, I'll show you what I've done for my Alice journal. Again, I'm really chuffed with it. I hope you like the last 2 videos I've done. I've been so happy with how they've come out. The pockets and things, the little the flying cards box, and Alice going down the rabbit hole. I'm so pleased by the way they've come out. And I am equally as pleased with the way this came out in the journal as well. So all I'm going to do is to stick this onto here, like so. Just line up your edges. And wipe your excess glue away. I think the base is just marginally wider, but that's okay. That doesn't matter at all. And then we're going to glue down here. So we're just gluing on the 3 sides to make the pocket. And I really am grateful to Gail for showing us this one. Apparently it was her friend that gave her the idea. I think her friend's name's Frida, so hi to Frida too, if ever you watched one of my videos. Which I doubt, but it would be lovely if she did. And yeah, it is such a simple little pocket. Anyone can do it. So that's the 2 pockets on, but the versatility of it is just amazing. And then I'm going to pop a little belly band up there. And these would be so good for a mass make. Gail did a mass make when she did hers. And yeah, because Gail makes, I want to say hundreds, but it's not hundreds. That's a bit of an exaggeration. She makes lots of journals all at the same time. She goes on little retreats and things, and takes all her stuff with her. And she's just come back off a retreat. And she brought back 11. 11, can you imagine that? God, it takes me months just to make one. But she brought back 11 journals that she'd completed. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? That's dedication for you. Okay, so that's the belly band on. Cute little belly band there. And then this little flap, I do want to get this one central. So I am just, you don't need to be quite so obsessive about getting things in the right place. But I do like, when I'm doing this type of thing, I do like to make sure that they are kind of centralized. I just think it finished things off nicely, but then that's just me being a little bit pedantic over things, really. You don't need to be. You can just eyeball stuff. And then we're just going to pop a little bit of glue on this flap here that I did. I got a huge, great blobbing of glue there and nothing over here. So I'm just going to spread that out a bit. Where's my tissue? Tissue. That's lovely. And I'm loving my new glue gun. It's fabulous. Right then. And so I'm just going to pop that between those 2 marks that I made so that we're getting it nice and central. The reason I want it central is for the little thumb notches. So that goes like so. Okay. And then this tucks in there. And then you can fill it up with ephemera and do whatever you want to with it. Isn't that just the most simplest but effective little pocket system I've seen? I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now then, let me show you what I have done with the one for Alice. And here she is, God love her. This is where she's just fallen down the hole. And this is my version of this. And it's all decorated and all lovely. And I've used all of the digitals from Scrimping Mummy's collection. So I've used all the digitals from Amanda's collection for this. With the exception of a couple of little miniature playing cards, which I used for the magic box, and that's it really. So this is the flap. So the flap just comes out and flips up, and I've backed, the only thing I've done differently with this one that I haven't done with this one, because this is double-sided and this wasn't, I have backed that with another piece, so that you've got, instead of that was plain white, I didn't print it backed, which I should have done. So that's that one, but I do think it's given it a little bit of extra weight, which is quite nice. So that's that one. So that's the flap. And then in this section here, I have put this, which is a little notelet type thing, which has got journaling space inside it. So that was just the just one of the pages that's in the kit. So that's the page in the kit. I printed 4 to a page, and then that gave me that size, which is a lovely little size, isn't it? Love that. And that's got obviously just tea dye or coffee dye paper on the back of it to give you the journaling space. And I've just decorated that, hopefully you can see that, with one of the little sayings that you get in the kit, and I've just added, like I say, just a few of those tiny little miniature cards on there just to give it a little bit of something else. So that's that one, and I've also embellished the little belly band a bit as well. So I cut out a couple of the little roses. I've put one of the words that come with the kit, and also the little button pop out that comes with the kit as well. And then in the bottom pocket, I've just used these for the bottom pocket. So this is the pocket watch that you get in the kit, and the little scroll that you get in the kit. And again, I've backed those with coffee dyed paper so that they can be used for journaling as well. And then in the larger pocket, I love this. I just think this is gorgeous. I've used one of the little journal cards. I've used one of the little drink me bottles. I've punched a little hole in there and put a little eyelet in, and then I've just put a little pink it's not ribbon, it's embroidery cotton, which is in keeping with the little pink bow that's on the bottle there. So I've kind of duplicated the look a little bit. And then on the reverse side, I just took one of the pieces of scrap paper that I had from cutting all this out, and I've cut out the name Alice with a little bit of the border there, and stuck that on the back of the page to give us a little bit more journaling space there. So, and then these were other pages that were from extra bits that I'd printed off as well. And I did the pockets, instead of doing 2 pockets different, which is what I've done there, I did these 2 pockets from the same page, but not the same page. See, I had more than one, is what I'm trying to say. So I had duplicate pages, and I just cut one of the pockets a little bigger than the other one. I married them up so that the design actually runs as it should do, and did that. So that is what I've done with that. Oh, I forgot one more important thing. I've stuck it on the page like a little belly band, so there's also space there for me now to put a journal card in there, or writing, or whatever I want to. I can pop in there when I've decided what I'm going to be doing with it. So that's that. Now the other thing that you could do is you could decorate the flowers with glitter or stickles or anything you want to. I don't own stickles or anything like that. I've never got into purchasing them, but I must admit I do think they finish things off nicely, and I'm erring towards getting myself some. Whether I will or not, I don't know, because it's all money that spends. And to be honest, I've got so much in my craft stores that I am trying to. This is why I do the No Waste Wednesday and the Stash Busting Saturday, because I am trying to work through using up some of my stashes. I mean, embroidery silks, I've got boxes and boxes of them. I've got paper coming out my ears, which is why I make these little things up, or I started making these little things up for my ideas book. So that is my little piece to show you for today. So I'm going to pop that back in there like so. Gorgeous, isn't it? I just love this. I just think it works so well. And this one, because of how I've put that little bottle on there, it slides over the top there and gives a little bit of decoration there as well, while the card's inside the pocket, which I thought was just lovely too. And then we've got the little, ooh, get out of the way, bottle. I've got the little watch, couldn't think what it was called then, got the little watch that's slotting in there, and then the little Alice scroll is going in there. It's just beautiful, isn't it? I just love it. I hope you like it too. So that's that one, and that's that. So I'm going to pop that now into my ideas journal. So that's another little piece done in the Alice journal. So that's that. And I'm just going to move that out of the way, and I am going to pop this into here like that. And I think, you see, you could put a thumb notch on this if you wanted to. Personally, I don't think it needs it. I know the one that Gail did, there was a thumb notch up there, but I can't remember how that works, because if there's a thumb notch up there, then the band would have to be stuck to the page so that it doesn't interfere, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Or you could back it with another piece and have that as a standalone piece. That would be another idea, of course. So like I say, lots of versatility with these things, and you can decorate them up however you want to. I've just shown you how Alice is decorated. I'm going to pop this in as a belly band now. Because it's quite a hefty piece, I am going to put quite a decent amount of glue on, like so. Let me just wipe my nib, pop that in its holder. I'm going to take a little bit of that off, because although we want a good amount of glue, I don't want to overdo it. And then I'm going to pop that on there. I'm not too precious about where these pockets are going in this ideas journal, because it is just that. It's only an ideas journal. I'm not bothered about the aesthetics of it, marrying anything up for colorations or anything else. I just want the pockets in so that I know what's what. Okay. So that's that one. And I will put the sizes and things of this in the description, but I'll also link in Gail's channel for you as well if you haven't seen her, so that you can go and have a look at how she does this. I mean, she's done them in a mass make, basically. I'm going to pop this in there so that I've got all my little sizings. And then that's my little ideas journal with another little piece in. Great, isn't it? Love it. That's it. So that's that one done. So I did have a list of things I wanted to do for my Alice journal. Excuse my stretch. I've got a book I keep on my desk for when I do have ideas when I'm working. And I am going to just have a look, see. So I've written a few things on here. You see, I've written that and I've no idea what it is. Flip out page with slide closure. Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. I remember. Concertina pocket part. Oh yeah, I remember what that is as well. You see, I should put little notes beside this so I know what they are. And then we've got an envelope folio. I haven't got an envelope to hand. Pop-up pocket. Don't know what that is. And a hinge circle pocket. So those are some ideas. I need to look those up because I've got them on, I've saved them in videos somewhere, but I can't remember for the life of me what they are. And I'm also going to be popping one of these. I didn't do this up properly, look, when I showed you. I'm going to be doing one of these. I'm going to pop this in my ideas journal. I could do that now, actually, couldn't I? I'm going to pop this in my ideas journal, and I'm going to make one of these for my Alice journal too. Oh, I remember now. This one was for the romantique, wasn't it? Which I didn't use for the romantique journal. But it is lovely, isn't it? I'm going to do one of these for my Alice journal, I think. So I need to organise what pages I intend to use. But in the meantime, I am going to pop this into my ideas journal. So if you want to stay around while I do that, and if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. You can disappear and do your Saturday. No, it's not Saturday, is it? It's Monday. Do your Monday thing. Have I done that right? I can't remember how I threaded this. Oh, I know. I know. I need to do something with the ribbon. It's beginning to fray a bit, isn't it? But that's all right. It's only for ideas. There we go. That's not right at all, Dawn. That needs to go in that way. You see, I do these things and I can't remember what I'm doing with them. Right then, so that now needs to go in there. Okay, that's better, isn't it? Yes. Tra-la. I'm going to do that up. I'm going to make one of these for my Alice journal, and I'm going to make it stunning and maybe show you that through the walkthrough, because you don't need to see it being made because I've already done the video on this being made. There we go. Look at that. Poor ribbon, it's all frayed and horrible. Shall we trim it up while I'm here? Let's just trim that up, and then I shall pop a little bit of glue on it to stop it doing that again. There we go. Okay. Right, where's my fabric tack? I know people use, what do they use? They use those things, don't they? Lighters, to do these ribbons with. Yeah, I'm no good at doing that. I always end up burning the blooming things because I'm rubbish. Oh dear. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. So I just do the simple method. A little bit of glue does exactly the same job. There we go. Okay, right, I'm going to pop that into my ideas journal. So, wow, I'm getting quite a few little bits and pieces in here now, which is quite nice. Look at all this. Did all these the other day. And this one, and this one. And now we're going to pop this one on. It's a big old fatty for in there, isn't it? Yeah, big old fatty. That's too small. I'm going to pop that one. I think I'll pop that in there. That is really fat. Do you know what? For a journal, I might just do a smaller one for Alice, because that's really fat, isn't it? Oh look, I did it for a standalone, didn't I? Shall I stick it in? You see, you can stick that in, and again, use it as a belly band or a tuck or whatever you want to do. I think I'm going to do that as a standalone, to be honest with you. I'm just going to find myself a paper clippy. Have I got a paper clip in here? No. Have I got a paper clip in there? Yes. There we go. A paper clip. I'm just going to clip that in for now, and then I shall find something a little bit nicer when I get round to it. Which will probably be never knowing me. Right, where shall I put it? I'm going to put that there. And then that'll be a standalone. There we go. That's okay, isn't it? See, that's okay for a standalone because it still closes. But it'd probably be a bit too, that size would probably be a bit too big. And I did that originally, I think, as an 8x8. So I need to come down, I think, an inch for the next one that I do. Okay, that's it, guys. My little ideas journal is getting there. I've got 2 little ideas journals, and I did this for a video, and I actually popped this one into the wrong book. Well, it's not really the wrong book because they're both getting used, but this was my little slider that I did, which is all very awkward. I didn't use the best paper to do it with, but the idea's there. And there's a little, I thought there was there's a little tuck there. Okay, so those are my ideas journals. They're on their way. I think I've burbled enough for today. I will see you all for what's next on the agenda. It'll be No Waste Wednesday. Fun times, guys. Let me just go back to today's little escapade, and I'll leave that for you to have a look at. There we go. So that's today's, and I will see you all for No Waste Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Bye.